our guest today, our Majesty, with us, and it's my pleasure. Our Majesty Tiburcio Villamor Marcos Tagean Tallano before. And for our greetings to our viewers and listener all over Bicolanja and worldwide, sir.
Magandang umaga. Good morning to everyone. It has been a beautiful day. So here, the Filipino o Filipinas mahalikan Ophelia family. 110 million mahalikan Ophelia kingdom.
And our Filipino wants to know who is the Majesty. And sir, it's can we hear who is the Majesty?
I believe that everybody must have known or has seen me in every other publication now, Facebook or through the social media, but probably I'm here with all of you. I am Tiburcio Villamor Marcos, Tallano, Tagean IV. I am ready, willing, and able to help to be with my brother, our President Ferdinand Romualdez Bong Marcos, and with Sarah. Again, I have all my willingness, and I will give my full support to the administration of our government.
And you have said you and with the president are brother. Could you elaborate that, sir, with our viewers and listeners worldwide?
Well, of course, we are one big family.
Yeah.
I'm happy that indeed we are now the actual administration. This is the Marcos year. So we'll do our best to bring in ang pagbabago to the whole archipelago, Philippine archipelago. Napakadami natin. Ang suporta na ito, ako na ang isa sa mga maglilid. But this support to our government and to our administration here in the Philippines through the leadership of my brother Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos, our president. I'm here to actually support him with the 110 Maharlikang Ophirian Kingdom. This is the whole archipelago supporting him for that purposes. And we have actually to do everything. If we have to reactivate our lame duck Central Bank of the Philippines, we have to do it. Because the Central Bank of the Philippines is the one that has the capital. We don't have to borrow our money to any foreign aid or to any financier. We are very rich here in the Philippines. We are the richest country in the world. Perhaps the reactivation of our central bank. This is a gold bullion bank of the world, the Central Bank of the Philippines. Not only gold, but we have other minerals like platinum, copper, or silver, and other minerals. And again, we are incomparable with any other country. We're very rich. We have stone, diamond in our country. A small stone and large, big stone, diamond. Black, blue, pink, green, white. We have gas, petroleum, oil, and the most advanced energy called deuterium. We have the funds. Actually, we don't have to mine the deuterium. We have money with our oil, gas, petroleum, deuterium already that has been accumulated since 1970 when we had this research and development and partnership with the biggest oil, gas, petroleum company. We are actually in partnership with Aramco and Standard Oil, who owns ExxonMobil. We have readily available cash, 10 trillion US dollars under the umbrella of the Central Bank of the Philippines at the Bank of England. This money belongs to the 110 million Maharlikan Filipinas Ophirian Kingdom. And this is money owned by the Filipinos that's readily available as a major capital of the Central Bank of the Philippines. And we have unlimited funds that are actually deposited all over the world. And we have gold that actually under the umbrella of the Central Bank of the Philippines. And it's the gold bullion bank of the world.
Majesty, when we talk Marcos, we talk wealth. And your vision is to assist the Marcos being a president and by reactivation of this Central Bank of the Philippines. How, Majesty?
Well, the Central Bank of the Philippines is actually protected with a constitutional sovereign patrimony.
Mm.
It has two Republic Act covering it. And it has also two presidential decree. And it's covered with all kinds of ministerial agreements and all kinds of gems all over the world. And of course, being a family member of the Marcos family, it's my prime responsibility to support our president, Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos. It is my duty during being the patriarch of the family, of the Marcoses. And I consider myself as the father of the Marcos family now, because I'm the oldest to among the Marcos family. Of course, I respected our mother, our Majesty, Ma'am Imelda Romualdez Marcos. She's still alive and healthy. Of course, she's my co-administrator through the heritage funds or the mankind fund, or what we call spiritual funds, and at the same money, the Marcos Foundation. My brother Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos, our president, don't have a hand through the Marcos Foundation because I am the person as their elder brother who inherited the Marcos Foundation. And through the inheritance of my mother, Queen Ernestia Villamor, Tallano. Through these funds, my co-administrator or judicial administrator is my stepmother, Ma'am Imelda Romualdez Marcos. Again, I am the person who inherited the Marcos Foundation. Brom, Jaime and Irene did not inherit yet. Dear Mommy Meldes is still alive. They don't have the capability of the drawing up the foundation funds. I am the heir of these funds. I'm the successor. I'm also the sole signatory and judicial administrator of these assets. And this is the one. They're actually funds that belong to the 110 million Filipinos. or Maharlikan o Filian Filipinos.
Majesty, our President is Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos, Delta Marcos, we have Marcoses. People will ask, Our Majesty, are you a politician also?
Actually, I am not a politician, but because of the way of life here in our country, I was forced to at least try to become a politician. But the key here, I just wanted to share because I was the God-given gift. It's a gift of love that I have to share this wealth to the 110 million Filipinos. Maharlikan o Filian Filipinos, because we are all very rich beyond compare.
Majesty, what is tunay na solusyon, mabilis na action? What does this mean?
Ang mabilis na solusyon dito, we have to reactivate the Central Bank of the Philippines because we have multi-quadrillion or decazillion funds that belongs to the 110 million Filipinos. We all are supporting, actually, our president. It's the 110 million Filipinos supporting the administration of our president, Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos.
President Bongbong Marcos will speak to the United Nations for Security Council, and this is a SONA statement of our president. Majesty, what is your reaction for this SONA?
Well, this is his privilege. Actually, this summit conference convention that we'll have this December 19. We all 110 million Filipinos will support him through the proper implemented governance of the United Nations Security Council ECOSOC, Article 55, 57, 63, the embodiment of social, cultural, political, and it's the global monetary reset to back up countries all over the world. And this is a whole mission. It's not only in our country, but the whole world. But our priority is our country. I know that we are very rich, but you can only count people that are really beyond compare in our country. This is actually, all these assets belong to each and every one of us, Filipinos. We bankroll the whole world of the asset that we have. And we are proud. And we have pride and prestige to we lead the world through United Nations Security Council, ECOSOC, to bankroll probably all the central banks all over the world with the asset that we have. That are actually not only in our country, but it's also all over the world.
What is the Alpha Omega?
The Alpha Omega World Peace Community Development Marshall Program is an institution all over the world. Today, we are all over Africa, all over South America, and in US, and in Europe. All the way to the Baltic republics. So again, Alpha Omega World Peace Community Development Marshall Program is actually an institution with United Nations.
And Majesty, what is the objective and the benefit of the joining Alpha Omega?
Actually, Alpha Omega being an institution, this is a prime mover of the United Nations Security Council, ECOSOC Article 55, 57, 16, 3 all the way to 7, the environmental, social, cultural, educational, and political, the global monetary the program, the whole infrastructure of the backbone, the whole world. Alpha Omega has an implementing arm.
Okay.
It's actually the United Nations Development Program, the UNDP, is one of them. The second one was UNIDO, the industrial development of the United Nations. The third one was actually UNCTAD, the Trade and Development, United Nations Trade and Development. And we had at the same time the World Health Organization and the fifth implementing arm was actually UNHCR, the Commission on Refugee. So, Alpha Omega is the implementer for the recent governance of these institutions with the United Nations Security Council.
Majesty, we go to the plans for the Philippines.
Well, our first implementation that we have to do actually will be this program now of our president. Today, we have to use only one central bank. There has been a secondary central bank that we are using today. The second central bank, probably I have to start with the first central bank that we had in our country had been chartered back in 1949-1950. This is the Central Bank of the Philippines. In 1993, they chartered another central bank through the leadership of the former President Fidel Valdez Ramos. He chartered the Bangko Central ng Pilipinas. But you have to understand, the Bangko Central ng Pilipinas does not have any capital. If your capital are only borrowed money through foreign aid or FW remittances funds, how can you run a bank that doesn't have a capital? And that was the reason why we are borrowing money all over the world. The first central bank, the Central Bank of the Philippines that has been chartered in 1949-1950, this has a massive sovereign patrimony. Again, I would like to expand this. It's covered with two presidential decrees and protected with two Republic Acts. And at the same time, it's also covered through the Admiralty Law of the land, air, and water through the Cadastral Torrents Survey Law. And that was the reason why this has to be reactivated, because it was then laid back since 1993. They are no longer using the Central Bank of the Philippines. We are using here the Central Bank or the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, the second central bank. We can only use one central bank. You cannot even use the central bank as a sovereign guarantee, because that is supposed to be the bank. This is the bank that has the gold bullion account of the world. And this is the one bankrolling actually through the agreement of the trilateral Minesfield breakthrough agreement. The 60-year loan proviso that started back then in 1950. This matures already. back then in 2005 with a 5-year moratorium that was 2010 that officially matures the bilateral Mindsfield breakthrough agreement, the 60-year loan proviso or provide that has been bankrolling the world through the Central Bank of the Philippines.
And Majesty, we go to the plans of building houses for the Filipino.
That I can massively help the administration of our President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos and our beloved Vice President Sara Duterte. I will help them. I will open up. Of course, it's my responsibility, and it's the responsibility of the Marcos Tallano family through the ancestral eminent domain of the Hacienda Maharlika Filipina, the OCT T-01-4 with two title derivative of the TCT 408 and 498. I am the successor heir from our family, the Tallano family, or from my great grandfather, Prince Julian Overbeck MacLeod Tallano. I am the successor heir of the Philippine archipelago, which has 7,169 islands and inlets. More so, the capital, the family capitalization. Back then, in 1950, which I inherited, the total capitalization of our family was then 5 trillion US dollars. And we deposited, my family, through the bilateral agreement in 1950, we deposited 617,000 metric tons of gold that was owned by our family, and it's owned by the king of recognized asset nations, which I inherited.
And the timeline of doing this housing and what agency? It should be by the National Housing Authority.
I'll be more than willing to open up all the properties. This is to all and to every Filipino. Wala nang homeless, wala nang squatter na Filipino sa sariling bayan. We will be open na kung kaya mong mag-build na bahay at may kakayanan ka, sige na, bigyan na kita ng lupa, bigyan na natin lahat tayo. Walang Pilipino na homeless. Yun ang misyon ng Marcos family at ang Tagaean.
How about the Marcos Foundation?
the Marcos Foundation, which is then built by my father, our former President Ferdinand, and Raline Marcos. This has also funds, but this is separate from all other accounts that are deposited all over the world. The Marcos Foundation has its own agenda. We are ready, willing, and able to share the Marcos Foundation to all the Filipino people. Of course, the Marcos Foundation by itself is within the family. This is not attached to the spiritual funds or with the asset that belongs to the Tallano Marcos family. The Marcos Foundation has a full agenda. It's my responsibility to share it, being the probably oldest or father of the family of the Marcoses now, with our mother, Queen Anastasia, and Mom, Queen Mother, my stepmother. But she's the one that is alive, so she's my co-implementer with the Marcos Foundation.
Majesty, your message to our President, Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos. The message for the President.
For my message to my brother Ferdinand from Waldes Marcos, an assistance brother. I'm only one of the 110 million Filipinos. I'm only leading this because this belongs to all of us, brother. That's my message to you. This is your privilege. It's all your credit. I'm supporting you because you are my bloodline. You are my brother.
And see, if you have given the chance to see a national seat with the cabinet of your brother, are you willing to?
I'm expecting them
Yes.
to actually invite me because I'm the oldest in the family. And as I've said, I'm the person
Yes.
that can open up the Marcos Foundation or the Heritage Fund or the Global Fund because I'm the person behind it. Through the implementation of or the reactivation of the Central Bank of the Philippines. And we will not have any problem if it has to be that our major budget for our government, which is, I believe, 5 trillion a year, we probably will even double or maybe more every year, and we are not borrowing the money because we are so rich. I'll back up our central bank of the Philippines with the gold that we have, or I will back up the whole Philippine archipelago as a sovereign guarantee to make sure that We will not borrow this money to any country. And we will be the showcase of the whole world. And all the 110 million Filipinos will be proud. We have all the prestige and happiness because we are very rich beyond compare.
And lastly, to our viewers and listeners worldwide, a message of our Majesty to all the Philippines.
Ang masasabi ko dahil nag-commit na ang brother ko, ang presidente natin, na gusto mag-give ng 1 million plus housing every year. Magagawa natin. Meron tayong available na lupa para makapag-build tayo. Allocating data sa project natin. Ganon din ang funding niya. Meron tayong napakadali yan. Magagawa natin. There is our commitment ating the Tallano, Marcos family, committed tayo to share ang lupa natin at massive na pabahay na wala nang complex, wala nang squatter na Filipino sa sariling bayan. Para sa ating lahat, with the blessings of our Lord Jesus, God, Allah, Yahweh, El Shaddai, Jehovah, Rotas. In you, O Lord, we trust. Alpha, Omega.
And thank you very much. And my honor. And with us this morning, mga idol, with one-on-one interview with our Majesty, Tiburcio Villamor, Marcos, Tagean, Tagaean, our guest this morning.